What is going on, everyone? Chris from PickDawgz.com here with your morning show. It is Saturday, December 13th, 2025. What a card of action we've got today. It is Army-Navy on the gridiron. We have our first bowl game of the season. Normally, we're used to seeing Army-Navy get its own week, but no, they're saying screw that. We're kicking off bowl season early. Got full NHL card. We got the semifinals of the NBA Cup, and quite possibly the best college basketball card of the season so far, and maybe the entire season. There are a lot of good games on the board today. This is rivaling with some of those Feast Week cards, but I got a great group of handicappers with me to help get through the action. So we're going to break it down in a minute. Brian, how you doing today?
0-2 yesterday. So Indiana Pacers were with the Sixers the whole way through, and then you got technical foul at the end, and just they fell apart pretty late in that one. But I'm ready to bounce back today. Still 183, 117, 61% last 300 premium picks. So I like the card today. Yesterday, I was yelling at my TV at the stupid Pacers. But.
Yeah, that might be one of my bad NBA beats of the year. That 20-5 run to close out the game. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Jovan, how you doing?
Yeah, things are going well. Overall for the week, it's been a good week. Yesterday, I was caught in that Pacers web. With 1 and 2, Pacers did me in. What did me, Brian, in, and Chris in, it looks like. But yeah, at that point I was 1 and 1. I had the over in the Detroit game, so that was a breeze. And at that point, okay, we won Minnesota. I mean, not Minnesota, sorry. Memphis. In the third quarter, they was up by 10. Then the lead got whittled down to 7. It was hovering around there. And then fourth quarter happened and Utah took off. My guy George, he showed up for 39 of those things. So, it happens. And really, I wouldn't have been on Memphis had I realized, and I knew, but I forgot that Zach Edey was out. So, there you have it.
Yeah, I was on Memphis too. That was actually my play of the day for the NBA, and it didn't matter to me that Edey was out. I was just capping under the assumption that Memphis was going to be Memphis. They beat bad teams and struggle against good teams, but they fell apart in the second half, and I'll let it. Rod,
doing all right. Can't complain. 3-1 in one day. I got a push on the Nets. I got the 8, and we got the push. They just they hung around most of the game, and Dallas just pulled away late. The Nets couldn't hit a shot down the stretch. They tried a 3, tried a 2, couldn't even get that. Would have got the cover there. Would have been a 4-1 day. But hey, 3-1, still a winning day. Can't complain. College sportsmen treat me well. We're heading into bowl season, crushing college football. And hey, it's basketball season. Absolutely, as you said, I love this card today on Saturday. So I'm focused on college basketball. Been hot over the last month. Continue to crush the college sports.
Yeah, I'm coming off a 1-3 day. Like I said, the NBA got me yesterday, and the Chicago Blackhawks let me down. But hey, Cal Baptist coming through late, close out the college hoops card. Salvage something for me there. Definitely appreciative of that performance. But like I said, it's a really, really good card today, and just a lot of good action. We're starting early with the college hoops. Like I said, we've got college football, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it here. Let's see if I can figure this out. There we go. All right. So we are going to start with some of the noon action. I just got to pull up the schedule. We'll probably go until about 3 o'clock. We're just going to highlight some of the marquee games, and any of these guys like anything else in between, more than welcome to highlight it. But we got DePaul, Wichita State at 12 Eastern. We got Michigan State, Penn State, UMass, Florida State, Iona, St. John's, Arkansas, Texas Tech, Bedlam. We got Oklahoma State and Oklahoma from OKC. We've got North Dakota State and Drake as a nice mid-major. Marquette and Purdue at 2 Eastern. Some power conference, big line games. Jackson State's at Northwestern. Evansville at Notre Dame. Providence it's going to be Providence, Butler, Cincinnati, Georgia, George Washington, and Florida. And we'll stop at 3 Eastern, so everything up until 2:30 Eastern. So anything for you, Brian, in this time slot?
I'm going to take the Oklahoma Sooners and lay in the 6-3 team versus 9-0. You know that I think Public Dog Bark, the bandwagon guys will be on Oklahoma State, even though the money hasn't said that early. If you look at the schedule of Oklahoma, they don't really have too many marquee wins. They lost to Arizona State, lost to Nebraska. Really need this one at home versus their arch rival. So I think they pick it up here. I'll lay the points with the Sooners.
Jovan, what do you like in this time slot from 12 to 2:30 Eastern?
Yeah, I'm on MSU, and I'm just waiting for the line to go down some more because it has gone down about a point. Looks like the Nittany Lions are taking some steam or catching some steam. If it gets to 10 and 9.5, somewhere around there, even at 11, I think I'm gonna be on Sparty. I don't care that Penn State, got blown out their last game, so they're gonna bounce back. No, they're not gonna bounce back. I'm on Sparty. I just want it at the right number. I'll also be on George Mason. That line is going down a little bit as well. It's just a situation where they're one of my mid-major teams, have been for years, and their team that are they coming off a loss? Because there's a couple of teams that I like that are coming off of losses that are quality teams. But regardless of whether they are or not, this is a team that I like in particular because they're a 3-and-D team. They shoot threes, they play defense. So with that said, they could easily blow out this opponent in this one. I'm also on the Sooners of Oklahoma. Undefeated team, catching points, you know what to do. That's how I play it. And that's it. I was going to give out one more, but that's it.
Rob, what do you like here?
And for me, in this the early block of games, I'm looking at. I like Wichita State here. These two teams played last year. DePaul whooped it up, so a little revenge spot for Wichita on their home court here. Look what they do at home. This is actually DePaul's first true road game as well. So I think Wichita runs it up, wins by 10+. I'll lay the 6.5 there. Michigan State and Penn State, I like the under. It's at 144.5. Just Michigan State, the Sparty defense, absolutely going to smother this Penn State offense. Do they cover the 11.5? I don't know. It's a big ask for Michigan State out on the road. Their first true road game of the year as well. I like the under, though, because they can play some solid defensive basketball. And on 144, just too much. Give me the under 144.5 there. And then another one I like in this time block of games is you're looking at Arkansas taking on Texas Tech. You know what? I'm going to take Texas Tech here at home. It's a 1-point game in what should be a pretty good battle. Bookmakers think we're going to see some offense as well. And I know Arkansas 0-1 on the road so far this season, but both squads 7-2. But I like the Hogs as the better squad here. In a game that is basically a coin flip price, I'll take the Hogs here. I think the Hogs come into Texas and get themselves a win. This is playing on a neutral court. I'm not sure where they're playing this in Texas.
Dallas, I think.
Is it in Dallas?
American Airlines Center.
American Airlines Center. So neutral court. So not even a true road game. Yeah, I'll take the Hogs there coming into Texas and snag the win there in that one. And then one more. First true road game for UMass as well. Actually, this one might be on a neutral court as well. Throwing a couple neutral courts out there. Keep an eye on those. UMass plus the 12. It's ticked up to, I see. Florida State, hey, off to a good start. But give them too many. They're just getting overvalued here. 11.5. They're a good team, but they're not that a good team. UMass will be able to come in and keep this closer if they don't outright upset Florida State. I'll grab UMass plus the boatload of points we're getting there in that one.
Okay, I'm gonna just give out a couple quick ones here. I think you guys are crazy. Oklahoma State money line. They're the better team in a rivalry matchup. I think Oklahoma's name brand here, but I'm not backing the Sooners here. Oklahoma State for me is just clear better team. I think it's a rivalry matchup. You got to take the pre-bucket with the dog in that one. And I'm going to be on Robert Morris. I like this team at home, 5-0 straight up. Toledo, is one of the better mid-major. Well, I like what this Robert Morris team has been doing at home, and I think the Colonials find a way to get it done. It's going to be a great matchup. I think one of the more underrated games on Saturday's card, but in the end, I do think that Bobby Moe finds a way to get it done in that one. But we'll move on to the next time slot. We're going at 3 p.m. Eastern. And let's see. So we've got New Orleans at Houston. Houston laying a big number there. Mercer at Clemson. Same thing for Clemson. Clemson laying 22.5. Kansas State, Creighton. We got Southern Miss at Ole Miss. Memphis, Louisville. UTSA at Colorado. UC Davis and Oregon. Nebraska, Illinois is probably the headliner of this time slot. UIC, Belmont. Hofstra, Syracuse. Murray State, Akron, probably the best mid-major game of the day. Pitt, Villanova. Chattanooga catching a boatload at Auburn. Northwestern State, Cal. And Kansas, NC State. And we'll stop at 5:30 Eastern. Jovan, anything you like here?
Yeah, got a lot of heat in this time slot, but I got two for you. Missouri State, what am I saying? Missouri State, Murray State in Akron. That's going to be a barn burner. They're going to go back and forth. It's going to be a high scoring game. Hence the 172.5. It's going over that. One of these teams at least are going to score in triple digits. So that's why I like in that one. And then Auburn coming off that loss earlier this week, got pounded. I expect for them to bounce back nicely in this one against Chattanooga, a lesser Chattanooga team than we've seen in recent years.
Rob, what do you like here?
Couple I like here. I'll give it you. I like the over here, Nebraska, Illinois. Both teams can definitely score points in bunches. And we're at 158.5 is this total. Touch light. Up and down the court we go in Nebraska. Off to a great start. This is their first true road game. Tough task coming into take on Illinois. But I think both offenses get up and down. I like the 158.5 over the 158.5 in that matchup. Another one I like Hofstra getting all his points heading into take on Syracuse. Syracuse off to a nice little start at home. But Hofstra still getting disrespected, getting these big boatload numbers, getting double digits. I see 11.5. I'll grab the 11.5. They're 8-1 ATS wise, 3-4 straight up on the road, but 6-1 against that number. So I'll grab the 11.5 with Hofstra. And one more in this block that I'm looking at is where is it? I know Kansas out on the road, not so good. 0-1 against the number. I'll take NC State here at home. This thing's ticked up. It's up to 3 now. You'd be laying with NC State. And I'll lay the 3 with NC State. I know Kansas usually is a dog. It's a pretty good spot to be. I don't think so. I think this is a tough ask. I think this results in an L. 6-7 point loss. NC State lay the 3 there in that one.
All right. I like the over in Murray State, Akron. I know it's a high total 173, but I think that's a track meet. I think that's a fantastic game. I also lean towards Akron in that game, just because I've seen Murray State get throttled by McNeese. Akron, for me, the only real struggles I've seen from them were that game against Purdue and the loss to Yale. But I think they can get it done in this one. But like I said, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. So I'm taking Akron and the over. I'm taking Oregon here, UC Davis against Oregon. Oregon 0-9 against the spread so far this season. UC Davis has played Nevada, Colorado. Oregon's had a tendency to play with their food a little bit. I think that UC Davis can at least sneak in the back door here. Oregon, they're going to be a team that can cover games here and there, but I think that Oregon wins this one by 10 or 11. So I'll take UC Davis and the points in that one. Brian?
Yeah, I think Rod hit it on the head. My favorite play, maybe my favorite free pick overall is probably NC State, the Wolfpack, laying the points. Kansas, definitely a household name. People love to bet ranked teams getting points. They're 0-1 on the road. Just NC State got walloped by them, the Jayhawks last season. So all signs, and NC State 6-0 at home. It's just all signs for me point to the NC State. Should have been a premium pick for me probably.
All right. And we'll move on to the final time slot of the college hoops card, basically from 6 p.m. Eastern onward. We've got, go back to my spot here. We got Southern Utah and Washington. We got Southern Illinois, the Salukis in Richmond. Oakland, Northern Iowa, solid mid-major game there. Vanderbilt laying 36.5 on Central Arkansas at home. Santa Clara, Arizona State. We got North Florida and Dayton. Dayton laying 29 at home. Stanford, San Jose State. We've got the Citadel, like the Citadel, taking on South Carolina. We got Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio State, San Fran, St. Louis, Michigan, Maryland, Rutgers, Seton Hall, Coastal Carolina, Grand Canyon, SMU, LSU, BYU laying 33.5 at home against UC Riverside, Arizona, Alabama, Mississippi State, Utah, Nevada, Duquesne, UCLA, Gonzaga, and the games at midnight are Hawaii, UTEP, and UC San Diego and Tulane. Rod, what do you like here?
Yeah, for me, there's a few games in this late night block I absolutely love. Yep, the Citadel, our Citadel. I'll lay it with South Carolina. The Citadel got one cover this season, and it has come on the road, but it ain't going to be here. I'll take the Gamecocks there. They win by 30 plus. Blow out the Citadel in that one. Another one I like here in this block is I want to see a blowout. I'll take Michigan, lay the 19 in that one. They come into Maryland and pound them. I think they probably drop 100 plus on them. So I don't mind an over as well. I think Maryland able to score enough, but they're not able to score enough to keep up with this Michigan squad. I'll lay the 19 in that one. Moving along, man, I look at BYU here, and I think this is one of those spots that they win by 40 plus. So I'm not too worried about them. I believe they lost their last game, and I think this is one of those big bounce back spots where they take out a little bit of frustration on. Actually, they beat Clemson, right? They had that big comeback as a letdown spot. Nah, they continue to pound. I'll take I'll take BYU. They win by 40 plus in that. That's right. They took that big comeback against Clemson. And I think they continue that right there. Win by 40 plus. Where's the other one I was looking at? Later night block. I like the over here, Arizona and Alabama. No defense played in this one. Arizona actually travels pretty well this season, 8-0, and out on the road, 1-0 against the number. So Bama not covering things at home, 3-1. But we know track meet. I'll take the over 178 in that matchup with a lead Arizona to come into Alabama and outright them in that one. And then to finish off the slate, well, we know where I'm going. I'll take Gonzaga, lay the 10.5 against UCLA. UCLA on the road, 1-0, 0-1 against that number. But 3-6 against this number. Gonzaga at home, beast, 4-0, 4-0 against the number. Could drop 100 on UCLA. I'll lay the 10.5 there with Gonzaga Bulldogs.
Yeah, the two I like here, Mississippi State money line against Utah. I don't see Utah being able to hang here. Mississippi State, probably the best 4 and 5 team you'll see in a long time, at least from a talent perspective. Now, Josh Hubbard, their best scorer, is questionable for this game, but I trust a Chris Jan's defense on the road. Mississippi State's more battle tested. We've seen Utah lose at home to Cal Poly, so I'm not investing in this Utah team. I think they're frauds. So I'm going to go with Mississippi State there. And I'm going to lay the 11.5 with Seton Hall. I don't know where the hell this Seton Hall team came from, but this is a different Seton Hall team that I'm used to seeing. This team's not necessarily playing slow defensive basketball anymore. They're in the mood to run and gun, and they're putting up points. Rutgers, I think, is going to be the worst team in the Big Ten this season. Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper aren't walking through the door anytime soon. So I think Rutgers is screwed here. I think Seton Hall wins this one by 15 plus, even in a rivalry game. Brian?
In this grouping of games here, I'm going to have to disagree with Rod and take the Maryland Terrapins. Actually, it's down to 17.5 at some spots. Maryland got blown out 83-64 to Iowa, 105-72 to Alabama, 100-61 to Gonzaga. This team's just been getting crushed. Michigan's has been crushing teams. So it's just too many people, too many bets for me on Michigan. I'm going to ride the Terps not to get embarrassed here. They've just been embarrassed too much lately for me. So I'll take the points with Maryland.
Jovan?
Yeah, they could definitely get embarrassed again. That's what the type of team the Terrapins are.
All right.
In these step-up spots. I don't care if they're in College Park. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not going up against the Michigan Wolverines. That's just plain and simple. Not the basketball version of them, at least. It's going to have to be Michigan. And if they want to keep this, drive this line down, some more, I'll just sit back and wait till tip-off or right before tip-off and back the Wolverines at a better number. That's how I'm going to play it. I'm also on West Virginia. These are two evenly matched teams as far as I'm concerned. And in that scenario, I will take the team that's catching the points, a team that kind of needs a win in the Mountaineers. So I will be on them. I will also be on the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. I'm a Chris Jans guy. His team's having a disappointing season so far, but they should right the ship against this Utah Utes team who isn't anything to write home about. They're a poor team, and that's going to show itself in conference play as well. So, defensive team in Mississippi State, they should get the job done in a big way, just like they did in that game. I believe it was against Georgia Tech, where the line was similar. It was a -1.5. They were on the road. They got the job done. They'll get it done here too.
All right. It does it for college hoops. We're going to move on to the college football action that we have. No, that's NBA. College football action we have on the board today. We got two games on the board. We've got Army Navy, one of the greatest traditions in college football, and our first game of bowl season. And it is, come back here. There we go. Boise State and Washington. Washington laying 10.5. I'm just trying to see which bowl this is. I don't remember. It is the LA Bowl. I think. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the final LA Bowl. They're getting rid of it after this year. But I'm going to tread lightly on bowl season this year, just because with all the opt-outs and the transfer portal, the mindset of some of these teams, and especially in the first game of bowl season, I'm going to tread really lightly too. With Boise State in that quarterback situation, do they stick with Maddox Madsen? Do they put in Cutforth? What's the injury status of Washington? They have a lot of guys that could go pro there. So I'd rather just go to what I know here with Army Navy. And for me, I'm going to roll with the over here. I know traditionally military service academy games, you look at the under because of how slow paced these games can be with the option offense and, the clock that consistently gets chewed up. But times have changed now to where these service academies have an option offense that has an added aspect to it. Navy, they've added the wing T option. They're playing with Blake Horvath, who can air it out. They can pass it. Army has been able to move the football through the air as well. Like I said, I think we're past the point of just blindly just backing the under. I'm going to take the over here, Army Navy. Brian, what do you like in football today?
Oh, it's a tough slot. I'm going to take the Washington Huskies laying just under 10 points here. I just think I was going to say, well, what is Boise State's signature win? But you can't really find one for the Huskies either. I like their defense. Boise State has played good defense, but Washington, I think, can stifle Boise State today, keep the scoring down. And I just think we're going to see a 17-7, 21-10 type of game. I'm going to take the Huskies.
Trevon, what do you like here?
Yeah, for me, every time I look towards the Huskies, look their way, they do me wrong. If it's 4.5, they're gonna win by 4. This is one of those. They're just one of those teams. So by default, I'm gonna be on Boise State. I understand that they might not be able to run the ball on Washington, but Madsen's back. I'll give them a shot to open it up on Washington more towards the when the game progresses than in the beginning. I think it's gonna be tight in the beginning. I would take the first quarter under as well, just by saying that. So yeah, it'll be Boise State and the under first quarter to back it up.
Rob, what do you like here?
I like him on mute.
Oh. Hey, looking at these two games too. I kick off bowl season, as they say, the Commander-in-Chief game. I don't know. I kind of look at the under as well. I think we see some offense between these two squads. Navy, we know, run the ball with Horvath. Horvath's run for 1,000 yards already this season. So I think he continues to run, but he's also got some weapons where he's thrown the ball to as well. Alex Tesnick, what's he got? 772 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. So it's not, as Chris alluded to, they're not just all run, boring, run. They throw a little play action in there as well, does this Navy squad. So I think offense is the key here. I'm with Chris. I like the over 38.5. I think as normally, historically, numbers have shown that these have always trended to the under. I'm taking the over 38.5. And then the Washington game. Bowl games, you're giving me 12 or 10? I don't trust Washington. 10.5. All right, even better. But I think it's ticked down to 10. I think most places have a 10 out there on Boise. I'll grab the 10 with the Boise side of things. I like the extra. You're hitting 10 to kick it off, so give me 10 to kick it off. Washington's got a bunch of question marks of guys that are checking in or checking out of this game. So I'll take the dog plus the 10 points you can grab with Boise.
All right. We'll move on to the NHL. 13 game card on the board today from hockey. We got let's see here. Oh shit, hold on. Sorry. Like so much stuff going on behind the scenes right now that's hard to keep up with this. There we go. We got the Anaheim Ducks and the New Jersey Devils. We got Ottawa in Minnesota to take on the Wild. We got the Sharks and the Penguins, the Lightning and the Islanders, the Capitals and the Jets. We got the Golden Knights and the Blue Jackets, the Carolina Hurricanes and the Philadelphia Flyers. We got the Montreal Canadiens and the New York Rangers, Edmonton Oilers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. We got an original 6 game, the Detroit Red Wings and the Chicago Blackhawks. We've got the Florida Panthers and the Dallas Stars, the Nashville Predators and the Colorado Avalanche, and the Calgary Flames and the Los Angeles Kings. Brian, what do you like for the NHL?
Ooh, I'm just looking around here trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm going to take the Anaheim Ducks on the money line. Ducks are off a loss, but the Devils just have been playing some crappy hockey as of late. And I just think Anaheim, when I see plus money, I'm definitely going to take a hard look at them. So I'm going to take them today. I like Rod's Oilers here over Chris's Maple Laughs. Toronto has owned Edmonton over the last 10 or so games, but I think Edmonton gets a signature win here on the road.
Rob, what do you like for the NHL?
Hey, for me in the NHL, I agree. I like the Oilers there in that spot. It's just one of those spots. I know everybody's all like, "Oh, they trade their goalie. There goes Skinner. Here comes Jari." Do I like it? No, but it is what it is. If he can stay healthy, maybe he'll be all right. But I don't know. I think that's just a bad move. He costs more money too, so he just adds more to the salary cap. But don't let him. Let's not go on a rant there. I still think the Oilers get up. Should be Picard getting the start. It shouldn't be Jarry in there, anyways. So Oilers need to step up, and I think that the big trade will have this Oilers squad in front of their goalie playing well, and they want to get a good start to this road trip. So I'll take the Oilers there. Another one I like here. I'll take the Blackhawks here. I know everybody jumped on them yesterday, and that line went from like a plus 135 down to a coin flip price, and the cart teetered right on over and splashed. So everybody's seeing that the Blackhawks lost yesterday, and they're going to jump off them, and they'll jump the other way. And now look at this price you're getting on this Blackhawks squad. This is the second half of a back-to-back. I'll take the value there. Give me Chicago at home in that one, and a big plus price. And then another one here. You look at Calgary heading into L.A. I don't want to lay that kind of price with an L.A. team that's 4-6-3 at home. They play their awful hockey at home, 3-10 against the puck line as well. So give me this Calgary squad that's 6-3-1, playing some pretty good hockey. I don't bet Calgary a whole lot, but I'll take a shot there with Calgary as well. And then hey, look at this Dallas squad at home. 10-4-1 straight up, but 4-11 against the number. I think Florida can come in and upset them as well. I'll take the Panthers in that one to go into Dallas and get themselves a win. And then one more. Where is it? Give me the over Montreal and New York. I think we see plenty of offense at 6. That's a touch light between Montreal and the Rangers. Give me the over. Plenty of goals in that matchup.
What do you think of the puck line
Like
with the
that.
Blackhawks? Chicago, 24-7, 13-2 at home on the puck line with Chicago.
Not a bad place to put that the plus 1.5 in there into a parlay type of thing if you wanted to parlay that up, because I just think everybody's going to fade there. They're like,
You know me, I'm sometimes I get scared a little bit on certain times.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with Vegas in this one. I just think that, I think Vegas is just playing the better hockey right now. They've started to turn the corner. Columbus, that goaltending's not holding up. I think Carter Hart, finally getting that being able to turn over a new leaf in Vegas, I think is going to be good for him here. I think Vegas is, like I said, going to start to go on a run, and I think this is another spot for them to do it. Columbus right now is in a slump, so I'm going to take Vegas there. I agree. I'll take Chicago plus the 1.5. I know everybody's in the comments saying no Connor Bedard. That's fine. I didn't know the team was named the Chicago Bedards. There's other guys on this team. They've still got a talented lineup. Detroit's just not. I don't want to lay this kind of price with the Detroit Red Wings, especially when Chicago has been as competitive as they have been this season, like you guys mentioned on the puck line. So I'll take them I'll take them plus the 1.5. So I'll take them to be competitive there, and I'm gonna roll with the Sharks, 1.5 here. Maybe on the money line against the Penguins. I don't know. So here's the thing for Pittsburgh and Edmonton with that trade, it's a lateral move. You didn't get, neither side got better with that trade. It's just basically switching guys around in different jerseys and putting different names on the back. So both teams, I think, are going to continue to have issues with goaltending, and I think that comes back to bite them here. And I'm gonna roll with the Sharks here plus the 1.5 and on the money line. And for people who are asking in the comment section, the wraparound will be up right after the morning show. Just would have ran over into the show, the live show, if I tried to edit it right now. So, but it will be up right after.
I like the reach around better.
Yeah, I know you do. You always do.
Change that name.
Tuesday, I hope we get to see the Skinner Yari matchup because they face each other. Oilers headed to Pittsburgh on Tuesday, so I'd love to see goalie head to head on Tuesday.
Oilers scored 10 goals that night.
Right? They just know that Skinner has no lateral movement, so that they go.
Move on to the NBA, the semifinals of the NBA Cup. We got the New York Knicks taking on the Orlando Magic. The Knicks laying 5.5 here. Total set at 223.5. And the Oklahoma City Thunder laying 10.5 against San Antonio Spurs. Total 231.5. I believe both these Jovan, what do you like here?
Yeah, looking at this Knicks and Magic line, I kind of don't get it. Neutral site game. Knicks are laying this amount of points. They weren't laying that at MSG not too long ago. So, I see a discrepancy there, and I'm willing to back the Magic just on the strength for that. Plain and simple. And I'll back the under with it.
Rob, what do you like here?
Now, for me, I like the under there in the Knicks Orlando. I think that total at 223 hasn't budged a whole lot either at 223.5. I like the under in that matchup, and I ain't going against this OKC team. I don't care if Wemby's back or not, or in there, and it's at 10.5. The last game, what was a 30-point win? I took the 19.5 at a plus 175 on Extendo on OKC. They have a mission here. I'm telling you. Find the extendo. They win by 20 plus. I'm not even going to attempt to try to be the sharp chaser and grab the 10.5 with the Spurs. They're going to come in and make it close. No chance. OKC has this circled and ready to roll. They have goals. They're not a drinking bunch of a team here. We've seen it. When they celebrated the win, they didn't drink a whole lot. There was 3/4 of the booze left. They're not a party animal team. They have goal orientation team. This is what OKC is. Deep in depth. They win by 20 plus. Lay the 10.5 here with OKC. And if you want to find an extendo, I don't blame you. Because I am. They're going to win by 20 plus. Take OKC.
Yeah, I'm going to go with OKC as well. I like the Spurs team. I like what they've done without Wemby. I have seen he's listed as probable. So he could be back. He practiced, so he could be back in this game. But the thing for me in this game is that is there going to be a minutes restriction on him? And even if he does, I mean, we've seen OKC beat up on some of the best in the NBA, regardless of who's been in and out of the lineup. I could see a world where the Spurs cover, but I don't think it happens here. I think that OKC finds a way to get it done. So I'm going to lay it here with the Thunder in this one. Brian?
Yeah, for me in this grouping here, I'll take the New York Knicks and lay the points. And Knicks have been dominant spread-wise covering, but I think Orlando's a team that they have circled. They've lost 3 of the last 4 straight up. I'm going to take the Knicks here, lean, and lay the points. I don't want to take a Ruffolo here and take a pass.
All right. Well, that brings us to no, that's not what I want to do. That brings us to the end of the action. Was there anything anyone missed? We'll do it like this. We'll do anything anyone missed in the early portion of the show that you want to circle back to, give out one more play?
Real quick, my Hampton Pirates, they'll get the job done in the real HU game. We'll show that we're the real HU. Sorry, Howard. We'll take it to y'all in DC or anywhere else.
Rod, any other play you missed that you wanted to circle back to?
The Ducks to kick off the day. I'm with Brian. Grab the Ducks. Nice little plus price to kick off the day on the NHL side of things. I believe it kicks off at 12:30. So in about an hour or so, hour and a half, that game kicks off. I don't know. Something's wrong with the Devils. They seem broken. Take the Ducks.
Brian, anything you missed that you want to go back?
If I had to add another one, join Javon here. I think he had this one, West Virginia plus the points against Ohio State. I just think it comes down to who holds the basketball last, and you're going to give me a possession. I'll take it with the Mountaineers.
Yeah, I think I would go with the Mountaineers too. I think that was actually the one that I did like for this one. So I'll agree with you on that one. But
jumping on my bandwagon, what are you doing there, Russell?
Trying to tip it over. But everybody knows that, if you're looking for our best bets, you can find them over at PickDawgz Premium. Brian, what do you have on over at PickDawgz Premium today?
Well, off a losing day yesterday, but still number one at PickDawgz.com. Last 365 for total profit. My titanium play is in the Army-Navy game. 59-26, 69.4% on the titaniums, or get it as part of my cream of the crop 3-pack, my 3 best bets on the board. 1 NHL, 1 college football, and I believe a college basketball as well.
Definitely check Brian out over at PickDawgz Premium, littered across the leaderboards over at PickDawgz. Jovan, what do you got going on over at PickDawgz today?
Yeah, got a bunch of action. College basketball leading the way, a 5-pack in the noon or the early afternoon time slot, then another 5-pack in the late afternoon time slot. That's 3:30 to 5:30. Particularly love that piece of action right there. And then prime time slot got another 3-pack in the mix. 15 college basketball plays in all. Got another 2 college football plays, and then I got 1 NBA Cup play. So 18 picks worth of action on a Saturday. Nice little chunk of change we could get, off of these wins.
Definitely check Jovan out over at PickDawgz Premium. It's one of the best things you can do. I'm just trying to get off the screen. There we go. We had it. There we go. Rob, what do you like, or what do you have going on over at PickDawgz Premium today?
And for me, over at PickDawgz Premium today, I've got a nice little 5-pack college basketball for a nice 43-29 run over the last 30 days in college basketball action. So definitely grab that 5-pack. In that 5-pack is included my 10-star college basketball play of the day. If you're looking for that one single play, scoop that up. Or, hey, I've got a college football Saturday pick of the day as well. We're on a nice 22-13 run college football as well. So scoop that up. I've got 1 play in the NHL for long-term subscribers and 1 play in the NBA for long-term subscribers. So definitely jump aboard that week pass or even a month pass. It's that time of year to jump aboard something long-term with all these sports overlapping, college basketball, college football, bowl season's kicking off. We got lots of NHL rolling forward as well, lots of NBA. So definitely jump aboard something long-term. Take advantage. 2 for 1, 3 for 1, cap proportional. Can't go wrong with that here at Pick Dawgz. Jump aboard.
I'll definitely check that out over at PickDawgz Premium. For me, today I got my college basketball big play going in very shortly. Going to have a 5-pack for the late afternoon time slot. This might be my favorite 5-pack I put out this entire season. I really like the card today for college hoops. I'm going to have an early 3-pack going up in a couple minutes if you're looking to sort of cash in, get in and out early. Going to have an NHL play, an NHL 5-pack. But today marks the first day of my 12 days of Picksmas. Special on the 3-day pass. It's only going to be up until midnight, and tomorrow there'll be something else up for sale. But pair me up with Brian, pair me up with Rob, pair me up with Jovan, pair all of us up as part of the multi-capper promotion. But remember to use that promo code PICK at checkout. Get 50% off your purchase.
What day is it of the 12 days of Pickmas? What day is it? No. You used day number 1 on Thursday.
I didn't use it.
On day
I
number
didn't 3. I had my days mixed up. It was supposed to be yesterday, but then I realized
that's not my fault. I'm expecting day number 3 sale. So, and you need to pull this out of a container. Where's your little box?
Yeah, where's your little box? Yeah, I got the little door.
Okay, Brian, I swear to God, you have Alzheimer's or something, because I told you the other day that I don't know where it is.
Oh, I will. Well, you need to buy. I need to send.
I need to buy it. I
want to see it.
Fine. If you want to send me the money from your hat bet the other day.
All right. I got him going. I had to get Chris going.
Yeah, you know exactly which buttons to push. I'll give you that. You're good at that. I have to give you credit for one thing, but it's day 1 today. Or like I said, or else I would have been short for. It would have stopped on the 23rd, and we can't have that. We got to roll right through the 24th.
Sounds good.
But it's that time of the show, gentlemen. Parlay time. Parlay. Brian, what do you have for a parlay for everybody?
I'm going to take the Oklahoma Sooners, lay the points, NC State Wolfpack laying the points, and the Maryland Terps plus the points.
Jovan, what do you got for a parlay today?
We got 2. We got Oklahoma Sooners, then we got the Hampton Pirates. And then the second one is going to be Murray State, Akron over. Match it up with Boise State, Washington under first quarter.
Rob, what do you have for a parlay?
3-teamer. We're going to lay it with BYU, lay the 33.5. Take the Blackhawks plus the 1.5 and throw in OKC minus 19.5 at a plus 285. little three-teamer for you, mixed sport.
All right, we'll go with Mercer plus the points against Clemson. Let's go with Memphis plus the points against Louisville and the Vegas Golden Knights. Three-teamer for me. All right, that does it. Got through the show 45 minutes flat. Appreciate each and every one of you for joining us today. Appreciate Brian, Jovan, and Rod for popping on with me. And we're getting through this action. Great slate of action. And let's make some money today. Brian, any final words before we head off?
No, I got to say, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to today's card, but tomorrow's NFL card definitely looked like a lot of opportunities to make some money here. I got some games circled, so make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Should be some interesting conversations going on.
Jovan, any final words?
Yeah, to piggyback on what Brian just said, tomorrow's card, for me at least, is probably the best card that I've seen in the past month, I would say. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this particular card. All teams are playing, I believe. It looks that way. Got to whittle some things down because I got a lot of plays that I like. So yeah. See you tomorrow, same time, same dog channel.
Definitely. It looks like one of the as both Johan and Brian alluded to, it's one of those weekends you want to grab a multi-pass and get aboard at least 2 days because I love today's slate. Absolutely loaded college basketball slate. Love it. And then tomorrow's action, just as good. I think there's plenty of spots for us to smash the books. So pair up your two favorite cappers, three favorite cappers. You can pair all four of us up, and that results in a nice big winning weekend.
I might not leave my chair. I mean, between Saturday and Sunday and all this different stuff going on.
Right.
So
at least you have the advantage. I can't. I live out in the country. I can't just call skip the dishes and be able to be like, come on, just bring that in. The door's open. Bring it in. I'm over here.
I'm thinking chicken wings for one. I'm trying to decide what I want. Chicken wings. Something's going to happen soon.
Gross. Not leaving the chair for the whole day. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get up to do the show on Sunday, and I got some other stuff I got to do.
Trapdoor.
That's a good thing about being single. That's the good thing about being single and not having anybody nagging you. I can sit in my chair as long as I want, and I don't have to worry about it. Anyway.
Oh God. Brian's gonna wheel his lazy boy into the shower. He's gonna just get a bottle of water and pour it over himself and just. Anyways, we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Full NFL card. Not a big college hoops card, but still plenty of games on the board, plenty of money to be made. Thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's make it a winning day. Let's cash those tickets. See you guys.